Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. It's May 31st, 2025. Let's check in for the planetary circumstance, shall we? In the central position. Ten of Cups. Somebody's very happy. That's good. That's excellent. They're fulfilled. In the challenge position. Two of Pentacles. Balance. I'm so happy for those who have ascended and in the subconscious. Got the moon. Something's being hidden. Somebody's having anxiety. Over the Four of Wands, celebration, a homecoming. This is all spiritual. This isn't in the 3D. This is another dimensional reality. Doesn't have anything to do with us here in the, or me anyway, in the 3D. I don't think this has anything to do with anybody in the 3D. This is all in some other dimensional space. These are timeline wars and other things. We got the Four of Swords here, so there's some kind of a recovery, renewal. Intentions and expectations. You got some nasty jacks out there still trying to get sexually entwined and entangled with the energy just so that they can pull forward the love that they don't want to have with you. Queen of Cups is here. You got emotional balance, and so you're emotionally balanced through some betrayal. In the near future, it's all it's ever been now, isn't it? They bind you to their foundation and then they suck the soul out of you to fuel their need. Knight of Pentacles, persevering in some form of research. King of Wands. About a King of Wands deception. That's the near future. King of Pentacles, persevering in the research regarding the deception of King of Wands. And you being bled dry. They want to take everything from you. They want all of your love, but they won't introduce themselves. They won't identify themselves. They just come into this dream space and act like a fucking hero or a villain, but they want your full mental attention. King of Cups. Bringing an end to what? A Queen of Wands and a King of freaking Swords. That song, she's evil. Most definitely, she's evil. It could be this Queen of Wands who they're talking about. Nasty little bitches, man. Every single one of them. In the environment, 9 of Pentacles. Could be coming into a life of luxury, or whoever this is in the other dimensional space is getting a reward. By what? Some kind of freaking connection to you? We've got the 9 of Wands here. Persevering, enduring. So you persevered, you endured, and there you are, coming into some form of wealth. Knight of Swords is here. There's some kind of urgency. They're having a 9 of Swords, a nightmare. Wanting to send in some Page of Cups to get some kind of love offer. Outgoing energy. 2 of Swords, indecision. Somebody could be stuck at a crossroads. 3 of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. So there's some kind of a 3 of Cups community collaboration, which is going to bring forward a reward and justice. The law of cause and effect is coming in very swiftly. Those who betrayed you are going to have a painful ending, death. And you're leaving. You're manifesting, you're leaving in a chariot. So you'll be leaving. 2 of Cups. Well, that's good. Everybody found their person. Except for those of us who were destined not to have one. Those of us who were just destined to be used by them. So you got a 10 of Cups here. Ew. Somebody's happy. Somebody's real happy. We got divine timing. We got balance here in the challenge position. 2 of Pentacles. The moon is here. Somebody's afraid about your homecoming. They're drinking. They're concerned about you recognizing them. So these two are what? Reconciled? Yeah. You know, they like to pull on the passion energy of people. Four of Swords, recharge and recovery from criminal, intimate encounters. Queen of Cups is here. Emotionally balanced through this trauma. There's a separation, this betrayal. And torment. She has a deep understanding of betrayal and bondage and torment. near future, they had you bound to the foundation. They were draining your life force. There's a Knight of Pentacles persevering through some kind of a research regarding a deceiving King of Wands. Uninvited guest, unfinished business, those who've been sacrificing people like you and me here in the 3D, and then celebrating in these upper dimensional spaces as our spiritual identity. Killing people for profit while portraying themselves as a beautiful angel, filled with the loving energy of a shattered, pure being. Mystery. King of Cups is here, balanced, turning the wheel, bringing a completion to some Queen of Wands and a King of Swords. Mystery. Their illusion. Nine of Pentacles is here, life of luxury for persevering through a Nine of Wands. You're fatigued. You're tired. There is evidence of everything that they've got going on here. You brought forward evidence. There's a commitment. Somebody has a commitment. Knight of Swords is being impulsive, full of fear, having a nightmare regarding love, regarding a Page of Cups, love. Sacrifice. They need a sacrifice. So a Knight of Swords is having a nightmare. They want to make a Page of Cups a love offer. They need a sacrifice. Fucking losers. Crossroads. They're in indecision. They don't know who to choose. Which little filly are they going to come and fucking harvest? Lazy ass pages. Deceivers of the fucking sexual kind. They got to go fuck their target before they can transfer their soul value. We got to cool down. Somebody's at a crossroads. We got to cool down. There's a pause. Somebody's having tension. Shadow. They're out there trying to tag people in the dream state. I woke up last night with somebody fucking pulling their passion and fucking energy on my fucking sacred space. You're rapists, man. Every last fucking one of you. Worthless. There's a cool down in the shadows. They're losing the sun. They're losing the presence of the sun. There could be silence. Divine intervention is here. We got silence. And we have a new beginning. And somebody may miss you. They're upset that these assholes have been filing deceitful reporting for thousands of years, and you have been tortured for thousands of years over crimes that you did not do. Rather than check the reporting, rather than do OSHA on these assholes, for thousands of years, they've just let us be here, harvested, raped, tortured. They never checked the paperwork. And the watchers apparently just watch. They don't intervene, even when they know there's heinous crimes going on. They never properly report the crime. Apparently the Galactics, and since it was the Federation that was said that they were not trustworthy, it could very well be them that paid this curator, this false chosen person, to harvest Earth Angels and their soul value, to make war with he who is the sun. So we got 10 of Cups here. There's some kind of a love union, divine timing. You are allowed to change. Your form is not your fate. There's some kind of a shape-shifting going on. 2 of Pentacles, duality. There's some kind of an understanding. Soul map. No one else can read it but you. Somebody's reconciled with your soul map. Somebody's afraid of your homecoming. They're drinking to keep themselves. They're desperate to get you out of there because they're afraid that you're going to recognize them as men who have tortured you in this space over and over and over again. After you've been accepted and reconciled, these assholes have violated you and then kicked you back out and replaced you with another copycat. Now these ones are saying, well, her last incarnation, she was this. Well, no, asshole. She got up there super sweet, doing the work, and then her husband murdered her again and replaced her with a fucking devil in an angel robe. The nasty ass that you think she was in her previous incarnation was her copycat replacement. And it's what they plan on doing this time as well. They can't read the soul map. They had to get new connection to the soul. Invitation. They've been complaining that something's by invitation only. They're drinking. The homecoming is by invitation only. You're in recovery from this criminal love bullshit. We got lucid pathways. Clarity arrives when you stop forcing direction. You stopped forcing it. You stopped trying to love these fuckers. Those who fuck you and then kill you. Queen of Cups is emotionally balanced during this betrayal. There's anxiety, bondage, depression, awakening light. A new clarity rises within you, ready to guide your steps. You've been tormented for centuries by these nasty fucking jacks who come on like they love you, but the only fucking thing they love about you is your soul map. Because this is their plan, once again. They bound you to the foundation. There's a Knight of Pentacles out here. Persevering through some kind of a research regarding the deception of Nasty Jack, the dishonest manipulation of a King of Wands, this powerful leader doing unfinished business, crossing the half-court line, going into the shadows, killing divine beings, pure innocent children and virginal essences. He's reading between the lines. What's unspoken speaks the loudest. He's reading with his soul. We got an open ending. Not everything needs to resolve. Some magic lives in the unknown. This is an open ending. Reading between the lines. King of Cups is bringing an completion to a Queen of Wands and a King of Swords and their stupid illusions. We've got moonlocked. They're under a spell of their own making. They either need to break free or surrender. They made it. This is their own confusion and illusion. This Queen of Wands and this King of Swords. King of Swords, isn't that sweet? He said to speak the truth, but obviously this is not his identity. Nine of Pentacles, life of luxury for you, persevering through this photographical evidence, these movies, these photographs, these fraudulent lies, these illusions of your synthetic clones working their way into the fucking darkness, wearing your energy in your face. Commitment. Somebody's committed. We got fragments of infinity in you. Fragments of infinity are in you. Hold the pieces of everything you seek is within you. So somebody's committed to you, but they're not committed to, you. What they seek isn't in the flesh. Knight of Swords is got a sense of urgency, having a nightmare, wanting to get a fucking Page of Cups love union. They need a sacrifice. They need a rose. You split to survive. Now you're ready to return to wholeness. Soul fugue. They need to merge souls with a sacrifice. Fuck. They need to merge souls with a sacrifice. And the one that they took doesn't get to elevate. Oh, but they want you to love them. They want you to pine for them, dream about them. Two of Swords is here. Crossroads, cool down, divine intervention. We got a new beginning. The shadows are being silenced. They miss you. It didn't have to be violent to be final, but it is. And we've got a vanishing point. Some endings are beginnings in disguise. You're not lost. You're becoming something more. You could be in between worlds. They needed that golden ticket. Ten of Cups. Somebody is happy in divine timing. They're allowed to change. They're undergoing a change. Bad credit. Somebody's got bad credit. Somebody owes you a debt. The challenge position is the Two of Pentacles, juggling. You're adapting. There's some kind of understanding now about some kind of soul map that nobody else can read. You've always known the way. Somebody needs to attach to your soul map. Somebody has attached to your soul map, but it doesn't belong to you anymore. round and round. Somebody's having anxiety over a homecoming. They're drinking because the homecoming is by invitation only. They can't just walk in and say, oh, hi, I'm here. They can't crash the party and bump heads. They're upset that it's invitation only. They need to get in there, bump heads, so that they can steal somebody's spiritual identity. They say that this transfer requires a sex magic. They all those people up there in that upper space know that in order for them to be there, they have to go fuck somebody who actually deserves to be there. Somebody who's actually received an invitation so they can steal the spiritual identity. They got to fuck somebody out of their heavenly spot. They're coming at you in the dream space with their stupid passion. Criminal fuck from an unseen fucker. Isn't that lovely? Oh, somebody never introduce themselves. Never show up in the 3D. Never say, oh, hi, honey. I've been stalking you for 2 years and I want to fuck you in your dreams, but I don't ever want to come into your 3D space and look you in the face. Oh, fuck no. The lucid pathways of criminal fucking love. Yes, darling. You're tired of it. Fucking Joe Blow, incubus, succubus. Fucking rapist. Having pleasure at your expense. Queen of Cups is emotionally balanced throughout this betrayal and this bondage and this torment. There's a new clarity and there's feelings. They're bound you to their freaking thing so they can draw off of your vital force, your soul, your inner light, your sun. They don't give a fuck about you. They don't have any fucking money. They need yours. They got to come in here and get a fucking wedding. And they did. And they're transferred. Everything's being transferred. Whatever. Knight of Pentacles is here doing research on the betrayal, on the deception of a King of Wands, doing sacrifices in the dark and living like an angel in the light. Reading between the lines, reading with the soul. Not everything needs to resolve. Some magic lives in the unknown. We got an open door. Somebody's not turning their back. They don't want you to turn your back. This is an open ending. King of Cups is got the World card here for the Queen of Wands. King of Swords, mystery, illusion. They are under a spell of their own making. Whatever magic that these assholes have been doing out there under the guise of love and truth is on them. They're ashamed. You've illuminated the truth of who and what they are. Little nasty ass King of Swords, he's no truth teller. Little Queen of Wands, she's no Queen of Wands. These two individuals are not who they say they are. They're wearing an assassinated, a spiritually assassinated angel and their identity and energy. That's what they've been doing, and that's what they're doing here. Fucking nasty asses. They come in the dream space, you know? Oh God. Everybody wants to make love with fucking Jesus, man. Everybody's spreading their fucking legs while they're laying alone in the goddamn bed while some unknown fucker calling himself the I Am or Jesus comes in to molest you and harvest your fucking sacred essence. Your 9 of Pentacles. It takes an orgasmic exchange. They're determined to get it. You're coming into it. Because you were able to live through the torture, the lies, the slander of these fucking pornography movies and all these slanderous pictures that they spread around about you. Somebody's made an oath, an agreement. Fragments of infinity are within you. Oh yeah. They need it. They won't protect it. After they get what they need, they'll let it go. They'll forget. Everything's going to be so fucking great. They're going to be like, oh, life is great. And the one who they harvested this great life of will be forgotten. Until some nasty motherfucker comes in and snatches it right out of their hands once more. Because this has happened many, many times. Triangular third-party enemies. Trying to send you a message. This knight is upset. They're having a nightmare. They're desperate to send in some freaking page to get some love union so they can get a sacrifice and split you apart from your person, or to just take your soul and be seen as you. A trickster. They need your soul so that they can identify as Two of Swords, crossroads. We've got a cool down. There's divine intervention here for the shadows who are being silenced. You're getting a new beginning. Somebody misses you. It did not have to be violent to be final. We have some kind of a vanishing point, and you're between worlds. You're not lost. You're becoming something more. Okay. Somebody's absorbing you. You're getting absorbed into. You're being imbued by. Whatever the F we are is being imbued by somebody else. We're closing the cycle of happily single fucktards feeding on good, loyal people who wish to have a family. So that's great. Yeah, backstabbing, no strings, bullshit artists playing mind games. Oh, I want to marry you. Yeah, let's get married. Okay, let's fuck. And then you fuck. And then it's like, oh, well, I don't really want any strings, right? They lure you in, popping the question, oh, I want you to be my wife or my husband. I want to have your children. What the fuck ever. Just to get you in the sack so that they can tag that rainbow chakra covenant and drain it of its value and then shatter the heart of it so that their girlfriend, their mistress in their Black Widow fucking pirate thief can step in as your spiritual identity and go up into the upper dimensional spaces and destroy your reputation. Backstabbing, no strings attached. Reckless sex. Oh, I love you, I love you, I love you. Yeah, let's go fuck. Okay. Oh, well, now there's no strings attached. They want to fuck you up so that they can shatter your heart and have their bullshit artist, Queen of Wands, step in as you. Loving, wearing the love of a shattered heart. Betrayal. Fucked up, heartbroken. They love doing that to people. But guess what? They're not the only ones, man. Apparently, this is the game. They harvest out of the womb of a sleeper, and then they turn it into power. They give people dream lover and masturbation experiences. They harvest the energy. They turn it into their own magical power. And they do things with the signature and the energetic identity of others who don't even know them. And they have to accept the blame or the retribution for whatever it is that this person did with the energy. As though you knew it and you were a willing participant in whatever their plan was or is. Sweet talk from an invisible, unknown person is not your soulmate. Sexual feelings from an invisible man doesn't mean he's your husband. It means he's your harvester. And if it's been going on for 1 year, 2 years, and he still hasn't presented himself to look you in the fucking eye, it's a mind fuck. It's a sacrifice. It's a harvest. Under the guise of love that's going to show up someday, but never does. It's a fairy tale. So, all right, we've got the 10 of Cups. Ooh, so we got family and love, unity and divine timing. You're allowed to change. Your form is not your fate. You're shape-shifting. Somebody is unemployed. They have bad credit. Maybe you did. Maybe somebody fake apology. Somebody who's unemployed. Somebody who does not have any money. Somebody who doesn't have a job, most likely, never fucking did. He's coming in with a fake apology. He's a monster. You got this 10 of Cups here in divine timing. You're allowed to change. You got this nasty ass with no value whatsoever. There's no value in a monster with a fake apology. who left you stuck in a loop. They want you stuck in a loop. You got this 10 of Cups here is coming in divine timing. You're allowed to change. Somebody who's unemployed, they don't have a job, they don't have any credit, they owe you. They're in debt to you. And they're coming in with no real change, a fake apology to get you trapped in a loop. 2 of Pentacles. You're in balance. They're challenged because you're balanced. You could have been reconciled with somebody else and maybe they want to reconcile with you. They need to reconcile with your soul map, the one that they can't read, the one that you can't, or the nobody can read but you. They got to get connected to your soul map. Somebody's got to come in and sex you up and get the fuck connected to your soul map. So they might have tried sex magic on you last night. They don't want the real thing. They don't want to show up and pretend that they like you. Somebody's afraid of your homecoming. They're drinking. They're drinking because it's by invitation only. They cannot come in and bump heads with you anymore. They lost you. Invitation only. Get the fuck out. Just get the fuck out, man. And I don't care if you're offended by me saying fuck, okay? I just don't care about your fucking feelings, man. You're out here fucking bumping heads, harvesting souls, harvesting your ascension out of somebody else who actually deserves it. You got somebody else stepping in as the spiritual identity, helping people spend your harvested soul value like they're a fucking saint. They lost you. I don't give a shit about nobody. You know, they don't want you, who actually cares about their soul and their life. They want you in torment and bondage while they live a nice life. Used and then discarded. Thrown away, devalued, used as emotional trash. They used sexuality in a criminal way to devalue the mother, the woman. They are in their feelings over your attitude about their betrayal and purposeful torment and intentional attempt to destroy you for eternity. They're upset that you have clarity and that you have feelings. That you're not all, oh, I love you, when you know it's not about you. It's about them binding you so that they can give you nothing but burden. cycle repeat, stuck in a loop. You have full emotional knowing of what these people have been doing. You have awakened the light of your mind. You have clarity over what they've been doing, keeping you stuck in a loop of torment. And then they come in and they say, oh, I wish there was something I could do to make you feel better, but all they ever do is make it worse. Because their intention isn't to make you feel better. Their intention is to give you this same drama, to bind you and then drain you. And that's exactly what they're doing. Different players, same game. So they bound you. We got a Knight of Pentacles doing some research on the deception and the manipulation of a King of Wands. King of Wands is over here. We got Queen of Wands right here. King of Cups is turning the wheel on that, bringing about a completion of the over and back rule, the half court rule. These guys have been going over into the shadow, killing people, wearing up, dressing up in their soul and their beautiful purity, and then coming back across the line as though they're a fucking angel. Wearing the shattered love of a sweet baby, or woman, or man, or whatever the fuck, man. You're reading between the lines. You're reading with your soul. You're not turning your back on this open ending. Some magic lives in the unknown. You're choosing yourself. You have emotional maturity. You're a Queen of Cups. You know exactly what kind of games these stupid fuckers are playing. Fucking. Your soul came back online. These assholes are desperate to stick a fucking straw in it, to dress up their damn girlfriend in it. They're going to give you just a little bit of time to get established, and then they're going to send in Nasty fucking Jack to tag your rainbow covenant, and then they're going to bring in their replacement, as they always do, every time. They can't even pretend that the love that is moving through you toward them is coming from you. They're giving credit to somebody else outside of you. So just be wary. These people are using you as a bridge with the intention of replacing you as soon as you get established. They're not your friends. Be careful. They're up there arguing about whether or not you should be there. And there are significant improvements and changes being made. But you got these nasty jacks that are concerned about you recognizing them. They've tortured you lifetimes and stolen your honor while evicting you from the premises many times. And then they tortured you, burned you alive, roasted you in a bowl, raped you as a baby, an infant 17 times. They wanted that light out, and they wanted it out forever. These are not your friends. Be careful. They want to harvest your soul value, and they're coming in with their midnight sexual fantasies. Their invisible man. Oh, I'm your love. Well, no, you're the fuck not. They just need to attach to your soul value and your soul map. The fighting is nearly over. It's going to be locked in today. Whatever it is, it's being locked in. These nasty asses. But they're still out there. There's still a bunch of wild boys in the forest looking for ways to make a sacrifice of a woman. This woman who chose herself, she said, fuck you, get your nasty, drippy dick away from me, you sick fucker. Get your nasty shit away from me, you foul piece of shit. You come in, you get your dick wet, and then you leave after draining the light out of somebody? Fuck right the fuck off, man. Your sex isn't even good. Hot and cold. It's just a bunch of heavy panting, leaving people confused as hell. Mind fuckery, chakra fuckery, energetic fuckery, using people only when convenient. King of Cups is bringing a completion to the Queen of Wands and her nasty ass King of Swords. Illusion. These assholes are out there masquerading as though they're truth tellers. Passionate, even. And now they're ashamed. Guilty. The truth has been illuminated and they are under a spell of their own making. It bounced back on them. Every nasty thing they have put out is coming back on them. They're in the wrong. They're in the wrong. The truth is, they deleted you over and 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 over. There's reconciliation and then deletion. They see you got a 10 of cups and they're like, oh, let's go snack that. And then they reconcile to get your soul map. To get your soul map and then trap you in a cycle of round and round with no closure. They want to come in with a fake apology. They want access to your soul map. They need reconciliation so that they can tap that, take that, the truth is that they do that and then they delete you. They erase you. They shut you down. They silence you. They hex and curse your crown so you can't connect to source. They destroy the heart chakra and then they put bindings on it so that you can't love deeply. And if you do, they make sure they shatter it right away. The entities in this world are not to be trusted. And that's just too bad if people don't like it. It's the truth. So you choose you. You're making a clean break. You've got emotional maturity. You love yourself. Your energy has returned to you. You're like, fuck the fuck off. Get away from me. You needless feeder. Nobody wants that dick, okay? Nobody fucking wants it. We've got astral rapists. We've got physical rapists. And we've got men in robes and law that won't fucking do anything about it. Just get the fuck off. There's no honor. You woke up different. The energy has shifted. You're done tolerating this bullshit. The tea is cold now. You're over it. And you're done explaining. These fucking invisible people and seeing people fucking around with the mind and the emotions of us for years and lifetimes. They're gods, after all. They have the ability to do so. They should. There's no need for honor and integrity and morality and ethics when you can just astral project and fucking take at your will. They're obsessed with you. They're insane. Sexual deviants. Lazy. Unproductive destroyers. They just fuck everything for money. Knight of Swords is in a nightmare. They need a Page of Cups of romance so that they can get a street exhibit, a sacrifice. They want to split a soul and then cast an illusion. They want to split a fucking soul with a romantic offer so that they can cast the illusion that they're you. Fuck. You're fucking kidding me, man? This is what they are. This sitting here fucking looking at this. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this. I'm like, who the fuck are you people, man? You fucking bumping heads trying to get your invitation. So now they're what? They're bumping heads with somebody who has an invitation so that they can pretend they have one, so that they can come in and try to put the light out in your soul again. These jealous motherfuckers, man. They're swarming you. They deleted you. And they've been sucking off of your soul for centuries. They deleted you. And they did their very best to suck the entirety of your soul, your inner sun, out of you so that you would cease to exist ever. They failed. It wasn't love. It was a fantasy. A fantasy. A sacrifice by some trickster, phony illusionist, some fucker. That's all they do. That's fuck. They go running around in the world to fuck people so that they can do sex magic on their soul. It wasn't love, and they're being blocked. You're like, get the fuck off me, you scum! What the fuck? Don't even fucking hold the door for me, man. Two of Swords. You're avoiding these people. There is a cool down with the shadow. They are being silenced. This is divine intervention, serendipity. You're getting a new beginning. Somebody misses you. Somebody might be eager for you to show up. This is a velvet ending. It didn't have to be violent to be final, but it is, and it will be. We've got a vanishing point. At some point, things are going to disappear. And we've got between worlds. You are not lost. You are becoming something more. We're closing the cycle of those who are happily single, feeding upon others who wish to have a family, backstabbing them, deceiving them, fucking with their minds, saying, oh, honey, I love you, I want to marry you, so that they can get a reckless sex adventure and then fuck you over in a big way with no strings. I'm sorry, honey, the sex wasn't good enough. But that soul value, oh, yes, baby. Fuck you, right? Nothing was adding up. It's like, why the fuck? When you get to be old like me, you get to see and hear the repeating patterns. The dream space. Getting a connection in the upper realms. They come in, they sacrifice you, they accept the marriage, they consummate, they give your identity to somebody else, and then they're up there having a great ass time when you gave them everything. Everything. They took everything. And now they're in regret for not showing up because you don't give a fuck about them. You're glowing up. And they're just going to have to get over it. You know, if you're like me and nearing 60 and you've been alone intentionally by these unseen harvesters your whole life and other existences as well, you learn you can manage on your own. That having this kind of shit in your life is a burden, unnecessary. They burden us enough in the unseen space. They don't need to be in our fucking house, fucking our body, implanting all their chaos energy, messing with our heart, our emotions, using us and discarding us while they travel our pathways, the lucid pathways. The 4D, the 5D, the dream space, these astral projecting nasty fuckers, man. Relationship is cheap. If it's not with yourself and the divine. You tried to share yourself with these fuckers and they bound you and drained you of everything that you are. And now you're like, just, okay, you're like, fuck off. I choose me. I'm not giving you jack shit. You're gonna fuck right off. I don't even care about you. You're a fucking nasty piece of shit. They keep stalking. manic. They got this manic energy, stalking, violent. They desecrate our essence in the sleep space. They come in. Ew, hey baby, I love ya. Ew, I'm gonna make it feel real good. Yeah, motherfucker. And there's some people actually will masturbate and hand over their soul value forever and ever and fucking ever. And guess what? I guess we all do, don't we? For the nasty sorcerer and their sorceress. These incubus, succubus energies that are in the upper spaces playing God and Goddess. These baneful magicians that harvest our own energy and then use our own energy to bind us, to hex us, to curse us. I'm not saying pleasure is a bad thing. I'm saying, man, you got to be careful when you do, because if you just blew your freaking energy out into the atmosphere, somebody's going to take it and somebody's going to get rich off it. There's something about a closed loop circle, sacred connection, and then just spewing yourself out there into the atmosphere willy-nilly. What the fuck ever, man. I don't even feel good right now. Right now I'm feeling like a big bitch, to be honest with you. Right now I'm feeling in such a manner that I probably don't belong in heaven. So you got the 10 of Cups right here. There's a divine unity. This is divine timing. Shape-shifting, you're allowed to change. Somebody with bad credit, with a lot of debt, somebody who doesn't have a job is coming in with a fake apology. This is a manipulative, guilt, blame, and shamer. There's no real change. They want to gaslight you again. They want to keep you stuck in a loop. They can't move on without you. You got a 10 of Cups here coming in at divine timing, but you got this nasty piece of shit who might be shape-shifting. There's a shapeshifter coming in, trying to shapeshift with a fake apology. Yeah, you got a shapeshifter coming in with a fake apology. You're making your move, and we got death. Making your move and death. Okay, so this is a shattered emerald heart. You got a 10 of Cups, divine timing, a shapeshifter who doesn't have a job. They've got bad credit. They're coming in with a fake apology. They can't move on. They're stuck in a loop. They're making their move, and we've got death. Or vice versa. Take it as it resonates. In the challenge position, we got the 2 of Pentacles, balanced, and reconciliation. So they want your balance. They want your resources. They want your ability to temper and to hold balance. They're challenged by reconciliation. They want to reconcile with you. They need your soul map. They need your soul map. They need death. They need your soul map. They need your soul map. They're challenged because of this round and round. They need your soul map. A shapeshifter is coming in. They know that you have a reconciliation coming up, and they're trying to slip in. They want to bump heads with you. Stranded. So they're challenged because they left you stranded in a round and round position. They could be challenged that this is what's coming for them because that's what they did to you. They could be challenged that you have been reconciled. They are going to shapeshift and they're going to try to come in. If this person is in your dreams, and if in your dream space your person has shown you their face, they could very well come in and then appear as that and trick you into some kind of an sexual encounter or some kind of a contractual agreement. You have to be very careful. We got fear and anxiety with the moon. Something is hidden. We've got the Four of Wands, a completion, a homecoming. There's an invitation. I've heard them complain that it's by invitation only. And a lot of these nasty pieces of shit pimps did not get an invitation. Those people who were bumping heads and then pretending to be somebody that they were not, we got invitation only. Drinks, they're drinking. They lost you. You lost her? Well, yes, they did. They lost the one who was patient and kind and bringing balance and temperance to all of their nasty ways. They've lost her, and now they have to fend for themselves. There's no more intercessor. They will have to do their own work. The only thing that they ever gave this woman was burden. Heavy, consistent burden. And now they've lost her. She has self-respect. She knows her value. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, I don't have to serve you anymore. A greater being than any of you nasty POSs has stated. This is it. No one is ever going to take this glow up from this woman ever again. It just doesn't fucking matter. She's not required to care about them. She's not required to dump her golden light into them. She's not required to be bound to their foundation and drained of her freaking life, man. You nasty, lazy fuckers, man. What the fuck? King of Wands, sacrificing in the shadows and living like an angel in the upper realms with their fraudulent person. We got turning your back. You're not turning your back on it. We've got open ending. You didn't turn your back on it. You're not turning your back on this over and back shit. You're reading between the lines. You're reading with your soul. You know that what's unspoken speaks the loudest, and these people are deceivers. And the way that your soul is online and the way that you're glowing up, you can see it. These people are upset, and they've just been recently talking about it. You can see their intention for terrorism. International terrorism as well as domestic terrorism. Your soul is honed for it. You're an upper dimensional person. They called you a space woman yesterday. You're here to bring balance and temperance. You're that temperance angel. You're here, you're tuned to terrorism, and you eliminate it, or that's your job, so that the people can have a decent, free, safe existence. And these terrorists have been using relationship and marriage and all of these other things to destroy people who can pick up on their malice and their intent to destroy. The female, this particular person, these nasty men have been running around as though they're gods of war, as though they know what people are gonna do. But no, bitch, it was never them. These low-level, not so clever fellows. Yeah, they lost her. The one who actually had the gift to detect terrorism, the woman, the one they've been sexually molesting and violating and pimping and torturing, yeah, she's the one who can see all of their terrorism, and she's the one who's been receiving the brunt of it, and the children from her womb, yeah. Oh, these guys are so fucking great, aren't they? Oh, yes. Well, they've lost her. So they can no longer see who is a terrorist, but she can. And they're afraid that when she is up there, when she moves up into this space this time, she will recognize them. She knows who they are. She can see them. Her soul, her space woman's soul, is tuned to eliminate terrorism. And they have been siphoning her powerful glow up and her gifts and accusing her of terrorism for centuries. And it was never her. She was the one pointing it out. That's why she suffered so greatly. They couldn't have her going and telling daddy that they were stealing her fucking womb energy and her soul energy and her heart energy to hurt everybody. They couldn't have daddy upstairs know what they were doing to their beautiful space daughter, here to bring temperance and eliminate terrorism. Oh, they framed her for terrorism and they kicked her out of the garden. They don't know what terrorism is. You got boundaries. You're setting boundaries. It's invitation only. Trickster, nasty jack, soul harvester, sex fiend, rapist cannot come into the territory without an invitation. There's a story about Corn Woman and Wild Boy in one of the last resets. Wild Boy was a younger boy, teenager, who came into the freaking meadow, saw this boy's mother, Corn Woman. She would always go out and she would bring this corn in, right? She just had this magical thing. And he convinced her son that she was a witch and that they needed to kill her. And so this is what they do. They send in Wild Boy to scope out Miss Glow Up, Miss One who brings temperance, Miss One who provides sustenance, Miss One who has the tapped in source connection, making life okay for everybody. Yes, Wild Boy comes in and mind fucks the youth, and then they go and they target her and eliminate her, and then everybody becomes a cornholio, fighting over which boy could be the best girl. Yes. Oh, and they can't see. They're not meant to, I guess. I don't like them, and I think you can tell in my attitude today. King of Cups is what? Compassionately bringing a completion to the King of Swords, liar, and the Queen of Wands, biatch. Mysterious illusion. They lied. They cast illusions. They were mind fucking everybody with the energy that they were harvesting off of powerful children as they were sacrificing them. They were stealing the soul value of them, and they were using all of that harvested energy to create magical illusions over the upper dimensional divine. And guess what? It worked. Until now, I suppose. The truth has been revealed that they abandoned you. They cut you off. This is digital closure. This is the end of them creating digital pornography and other content on you. Somebody has been found guilty and they're embarrassed. They're under a spell of their own making. Everything that they wanted for you, every nasty thing that they did to you from the beginning to the end, all those pornography, all that nasty criminal, it's all going to be done to her. She will suffer because her intention was for another to suffer. And it's coming back on her. So the sleeping spell was fleeting. These religious, pompous, hypocritical murderers, they're uneasy. They're uneasy because you're healing people, you're rehabilitating places, people, things. You're laying to rest the nasty, low vibrational pain, the suffering. They're upset. They're uneasy. This whole thing is being laid to rest. You've solved the mystery. You're getting a life of luxury, Nine of Pentacles, of these people for persevering through the history. There's a commitment. Or maybe you're being rewarded for your commitment. Fragments of infinity are within you. You've got third-party enemies obsessing over you. They have an unhealthy attachment. They've been feeding on people. These are spiritual and physical cannibals. They're cannibals. Sex and relationship is their favorite weapon of war. They're not grounded. You're not there to ground them. You're not sharing temperance energy with them anymore. You chose you. Your glow up is for you. They wanted you to help them. You're so innocent. You can help us. Only you are. It's like, what the fuck? Back off, man. There's no more turning of the other cheek. God said that she had been too forgiving. And she's like, fuck all the way off now. It's like, it's a massive general statement. And those who don't take it personally are those who don't deserve the statement, I suppose. And there's no need to worry about anybody who actually does take it personally, because it just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. Knight of Swords is stressed out, looking for a romance with a rose. They need an exhibit. They need a sacrifice. They need to split a soul so that they can cast the illusion that they are it. It wasn't love. The fantasy has crashed and they are being blocked AF. From a circle. They're being blocked AF from a circle. So this Page of Cups is in a nightmare. They've been romantically sacrificing people, splitting souls, dressing up in their soul identity. The fantasy has crashed. The illusions are blocked. There's closure for this circle. They're being blocked AF by this circle, whatever this is. Two of Swords, crossroads. Somebody is avoiding something. We got a cool down and a pause there for the shadow. For the other side, it's going silent, and that's divine intervention. You're getting a new beginning here. Somebody misses you. This is a velvet ending. It didn't have to be violent for it to be final. We got a vanishing point. Some endings are beginnings in disguise. You are not lost. You are becoming something more. You are between worlds right now. We're closing the cycle of those happily single people love bombing others, asking them to marry them, having reckless sex, and then saying, mind fuck, I changed my mind, I didn't mean it, I want no strings attached. All they wanted was soul connection to the Rainbow Covenant so they can get attached to that spiritual identity and live a life in these upper dimensional spaces while they shit down your neck here in the 3D. I don't care about any of them. I just don't give a shit. We're closing the cycle of them eating the apples in the secret garden. These fake apples that are up there, these devils wearing angels' robes, they're being silenced. And balance is being restored. Somebody misses you. Somebody from a past life might be inspired by your joy when things are falling apart. Things might be falling apart in the community for those who, Things might be falling apart in a community that was attacked by a magician for their abundance, over the opinions of their loving heart, their purity, their light, their childlike nature. They said you were too immature and incapable of managing your own fucking life force, your own love. So they spent centuries destroying you because they felt that you were too powerful and that you were going to destroy the universe. Bitch, this is the energy that creates universes. You fucking low-level devil. This is the energy that makes your life possible. The high priestess is forgiven for whatever was imagined. Temperance. She was able to keep temperance during isolation on all these sacrifices of the past by these religious people. They were using her to bring temperance to their own foul matrix. I heard recently that if there's medicine in her body, whoever their God is can't allow her to be intercessor. They need somebody pure. But they poisoned everybody. So now they have no intercessor. You're speaking up about love. And what these shadow asses were doing with their stupid shadow contracts. Sacrificing, loving people, and then wearing their robe. Going up in these higher spaces and bringing with them those lower level devil attachments and sticking them to them so they could try to do a shift, an energetic swap. Somebody might be afraid of your protection, of the protection of the caregiver. The protection of the caregiver might be hidden. Somebody's having anxiety. This knowledge from the history. There's an appreciation of an offering. There could be protection and self-care for the healer. And, the strength of the teacher. You may be a new gatekeeper. These people, you got to be very, very strong because you got a bunch of universal pirates out there. Now, you can command them away. But, come on, man. They're going to keep coming back. It's like that little dog keeps wanting to come back and chew your freaking foot off. The little chihuahua. He just wants to bite until your foot comes off. And it never comes off, man. They're asking if somebody's contagious. One of their harvests. They got to go get a sexual thing in order to do a transfer. And they're worried about their little willy. They don't want to fuck up their little willy. Maybe they want to prostitute somebody and they're worried about them having something contagious. Fuck up their whole community. Yeah, fuck off. Fucking high-level pimps talking about a fucking harvest and their whole and whether or not they have a contagious disease. Pimps for profit. This is their profit system in these upper places. Pimping out people like me in a lower level space. Called an animal. Ten of Cups is here in divine timing. We got a shapeshifter who is unemployed. They got bad credit. They're in debt. They're coming forward with a fake apology. They're manipulating you, trying to make you feel guilty. They can't move on. They're stuck in a loop. They want you with them. You're making their move or they're making their move. We've got death. They want to break your heart, shatter your heart. This is a shapeshifter. They want your Ten of Cups. They're challenged with a reconciliation with your soulmate. They want it. Nobody can read it but you. Nobody can read the soulmate but you. But they don't like you. They need your northern light. They need your soulmate. There's death. They're challenged. Okay. Two of Pentacles. Soul map. No one else can read it, but you've always known the way. There's reconciliation, repair, understanding, round and round and round, cycles and triggers, stranded. Somebody understands that you have been stuck in a loop, that you've been stranded here. Nobody's been helping you. Somebody wants to reconcile. They need access to your soul map. They want to come forward with a fake apology. They can't move on without your soul map. They've got death on the mind. This could be death for them. You're a northern light. They need you. They're coming in with their sex magic right now. They're trying to warm up your sacred spaces in the middle of the night. We got wrong way. Directions leading you off course. What the fuck? Somebody left you stranded, going round and round and round. They're challenged. They went the wrong way. They're challenged. They left you stranded. They went the wrong way. They thought making you go round and round and round was going to get, they thought they were going to be able to, so like here, the romance, the sacrifice, the rose exhibit, these digital pornography, freaking baneful shit, man, that they were broadcasting throughout the cosmos in your sacred name. They wanted to split your soul and cast the illusion that they are you. They're being blocked and blessed. There's an understanding that this is what has been happening here. Somebody is challenged. They want to get into your soul map. Somebody is in your soul map. They're challenged by a Ten of Cups. They want to come in and they want to pretend that they are this person you're reconciled with. Maybe you're not reconciled with somebody. Maybe it's just, who knows, man? I mean, if you're here and nobody's here with you, but yet your spirit is there being used by somebody, but there's no connection, then what is that? That's a soul harvest. It's like they're not you and you're not them. And it's like the things that move through the collective are being attributed to somebody else. I'm trying to figure this out. Are we picking up not only on the asshats messaging system, but are we also picking up on others' messaging system? We got messaging of I want to do bad things to you, and we got messaging of I want to love you. But both of those messages don't belong to us. Is that what's going on? We got journey, travel, distance. Somebody went the wrong way to try to get off the earth. They thought that they were going to take you. but they couldn't get you in prison. Nobody believes the rumors. They went the wrong way. Nobody believes the rumors. They left you stranded, trying to get access to your soul map. They had sacrificed you. They had dressed up in your soul energy, and they tried to come off as though they were you. And it's understood. No one else can read your soul map. Everybody can see that they left you stranded. The soul, no matter what they did to the mind or altered in the Akashic, the soul has accurate information. And they've lost you. They're afraid because of some kind of homecoming. There's an invitation. It's by invitation only. And those who have been bumping heads are drinking to cope. They lost you. This is the final straw. They lost you. They lost you. You had to undergo a tremendous amount of patience in order to come out of this, and you did. You came into an alignment. See, look at all those balls. They're barely freaking, look what you got going on there. It was impossible. These people thought it was impossible, but you came out of it, and now it's like, fuck all the way fucking off. Nobody fucking cares about you. Look at the look in her eyes. She's like, get back here, bitch. You owe me. It's like, oh, no, the fuck I don't. Okay? No. Nobody owes you anything. And look, if you notice, she's there alone. She did the work alone. You have self-respect. That's a power move. It's like, bitch, I don't need you. Get the fuck out. They need you. They need to bind you and your energy to whatever it is that they got to try to manifest. Because they have no energy. They don't have energy. They can't make the magic work. They don't actually like you. They just need the energy. You're recovering. You're recharging after everything that they did to you, binding you there, draining the soul, draining your vital force, taking your soul down next to nothing. With this stupid freaking crime of harvesting your love and your sexual energy. You've got clarity here on these lucid pathways. You've stopped forcing the direction. They've been using and discarding you, throwing you away, devaluing you, treating you like emotional trash. Like your love doesn't mean anything. Like you tell them you love them and they look at somebody else and say, oh, thank you, my love. Like you're not standing there speaking to them. Make a wish, manifest dreams, reality is in the reverse. Used and discarded in the recent past. So this could be very well be in the recent past. Somebody may very well have done a crime on the lucid pathways and threw you away. They flipped your rainbow. It's okay to start over and over. And then we got this. Flipped. Somebody can't start over. Queen of Cups has a deep understanding. of the betrayal, the heartbreak, the trauma, the stuck in a loop, stuck in a loop, stuck in a loop, stuck in a loop, stuck in a loop. It's just not necessary. The connection isn't necessary. It seriously isn't necessary, man. They make finances very, very tight. They make housing very, very difficult. They make safety an issue, so that people are in survival and fight or flight mode. Bondage and torment. There's a new clarity arising within you, ready to guide your steps. You're awakening the light. You might be in your feelings. Somebody might be in their feelings when they hear about whatever this is. There's death in the central energy. Those who are unemployed, those shapeshifters who are unemployed, coming in with a fake apology, stuck in a loop, they're making their move, and death. With northern lights, you got a shapeshifter in your environment. They were talking last night about a social event, getting close and not hesitating to be very careful at your social events. Look, because they're going to take their shot. Reflections, changing of the tides, secrets and shadow, dreamweaver, lucid dreams, create your own reality and escape. So there's a changing of the tides. You're creating your own reality. They lost you. They can no longer use your glow up, your energy, your shine to create their reality. They cannot mutate your powerful essence. They say you're too immature to manage your own life force. Look, you're an upper dimensional freaking being. You may be young, but you are who you are. And only you can manage what you are. Of course, in connection with source and guidance proper. These nasty asses that are out there bumping heads, doing baneful magic and sex, they cannot manage the energy that they cannot produce. All they can do is destroy with it. And that's why they look at you and they say, oh, she doesn't know how powerful she is. Oh, she could destroy the universe. Yeah, because that's where their mind is. Your mind isn't in that. You're from very, very much higher than that mentality. And a being such as yourself with this magnificent energy and light isn't here to destroy, dominate, be a tyrant. But these low-level devils who cannot embrace or even fathom the concept of supporting life cannot see what you are. Just as the Holy Ghost cannot recognize malice. That's why the Holy Ghost needs protection at all times, and that's why these nasty jacks who created or who committed sacrilege against the Holy Ghost, you're gonna be fucked up, man. There's a new clarity. You're in your feelings. Other people are in their feelings. The thief will not be stealing from anybody anymore. You have a deep understanding of this stuck in a loop cycle, repeat, energy harvesting, marrying, betraying, and then keeping people stuck in cycles of torment while they steal from them. Yeah, no. While they bind them in some lower vibrational suffering state so they can siphon their beautiful soul. Their beautiful soul. She says, fuck off, man. I don't choose you. Knight of Pentacles is in the Hermit energy doing some research regarding a Seven of Swords deception, some cunning manipulation of a King of Wands. What's unspoken speaks the loudest. They're reading with the soul of this leader. The unfinished half-court rule violation. They've been going into the shadows, unaliving purity, dressing up in its soul value and its rainbow covenant identity, and then stepping into the upper spaces as that. We're not turning our back on this. Not everything needs to resolve. We have an open ending here. An open ending. It's an infinity. It's an open ending. It's a never ending open ending. They will not be stealing from your sacral chakra anymore, and neither will they be using your energy to take flight. Bunch of nasties. All they can do is sit around and freaking complain and make demands and whine. They whine more than any female I have ever heard. All these masculines do is sit around and bitch and whine and complain about women. Powerful women. King of Cups is here, bringing a completion to a King of Swords, Queen of Wands, mysterious illusions. Your sleeping spell is fleeting on these religious whatevers, and they're uneasy because you are putting things to rest, or you are restoring and rehabilitating the things that they have been defiling. They are moonlocked. They're under the spell of their own making, and they are ashamed, guilty, and embarrassed because they are in the wrong. You have illuminated the truth. They deleted you. They did their very best to delete you, and now we've got digital closure. They've been making pornography out of pictures and out of your internet, your social media accounts, and then selling it on the black web, broadcasting it throughout the cosmos as though you were some skanky little foul whore, and you're just not that. They wanted to delete you, so they fabricated all this nasty shit so that all the people throughout the cosmos would see you as a non-option. They didn't want them skanky Jezebel. Oh no. They fabricated the illusion that that's what you were, while violating you from an unseen space and your energy. Coming in the midnight hour, harvesting it off of you, going out and having a multiple person fucking orgy, and then coming back and laying that energy on you, and then fabricating a movie with their synthetic version of you, so that all of the upper dimensional star nations, soul tribes looking for wives would never pick you. It's been 6,000 years of prostitution, rape, and torture. We got bad health and illness. You've illuminated the truth behind healthcare, or should I say sick care, and their desire to get you on medicine that they turn your vessel into a hotspot, a Wi-Fi hotspot, and then they can send in or broadcast Wi-Fi radio shows through your mind. They can tamper with the waters of your body. They can harden the waters of your body. They can send in foul energy like anger, like emotional distress, chaos. You've illuminated the truth to people's desire to escape reality. It's because it's not reality. They're under attack. We've got two bodies, one soul, pure love in the reverse. So we've got health issues. You're not sharing a soul with anybody. There's bad health. They've been stealing, harvesting souls. Hatred. It could be that those who hate you or hate soul union are having bad health issues. Maybe they were trying to give you bad health issues. They were trying to delete you. They were trying to delete pure love between souls. By using this medicine, they can run thoughts and emotions through the body, and they can cause arguments between two different people sharing space. They can affect the toroidal field and its energy, and when you come together, you clash. It's all manufactured. Technological interference with organic living and life and relationship. You're coming into a life of luxury because you were able to persevere through the photographical evidence, or maybe you were able to bring forth photographic evidence on what people were doing with their commitments. They were betraying their commitments. They're not grounded. Fragments of infinity are within you. You got these triangular third-party enemies obsessed with you, fixated. They're like freaking cuckoo, cuckoo. They're not grounded, and we've got the world. The world is being purified. Something is being locked in today. Whatever that is. I feel myself rejecting every fucking thing. And I'll tell you, this energy is totally me right now. I don't know if it's you too, but this energy is me. And I mean to everybody and everything. I'm like, all y'all, fuck all the way off. And when this settles, then I will take another look. But for now, fuck off. You know what? I'm like, God will let me know when it's over. And until then, I don't want to hear from no fucking buddy. They're not going to siphon off your sacral. They want to come in here and get Mr. Romance Page. They want to romance. They need to sacrifice somebody. They need to split a soul. And I think that's what they've been doing. They've been splitting the angel and the soul, the spirit and the soul. They've been splitting them in order to command the angel's identity in the upper space. And this Queen of Wands must be really evil because the divine keeps singing that song. Evil. Most definitely she's evil. It's this bitch here. King of Cups, the love of divine masculine, is bringing a completion to this. King of Swords masquerading as some kind of a justice. Oh, we got a King of Swords masquerading as some kind of a justice. And a Queen of Wands. The sleeping spell is fleeting. These religious people are uneasy because you are restoring, rehabilitating, bringing temperance to, recharging, revitalizing, bringing to rest, causing ease. Somebody's ashamed for trying to destroy pure love, for trying to bring illness to pure love. Now they're under the spell of their own making. They will not receive pure love. They will be separated from soul. They're getting deleted for deleting you. Everything that happened to you will happen to them. You're tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. You're blocking and blessing the fairy tale. Just like, fuck off. Fuck all the way off. You know, invisible, schmissible. It's like, whatever the hell, man. Right now, they're all tapping in, wanting a freaking taste. Wanting to find out what flavor you are. They don't want, look, they don't want to detach. You're tapped into the universe and they don't want to let go. Or maybe they can't dominate you. They can't detach you. They don't own you. See, it says domination, detachment, domination, freedom. And we've got in the reverse. So you are tapped into the universe, and it's like this person here is, they're losing their freedom. Blocked and blessed. You're tapped into the universe. People know it. You're making positive changes. Whatever these people held you there, it was not love. They just wanted to suck the life out of you and then kick you in the teeth. You're too pretty, honey. We gotta fuck up your face a little. Yeah, thanks for the bank account. There was a bitch in my house, my third dad or whatever, had a stepdaughter or a daughter. She asked my mother for a cigarette one day. My mom's like, yeah, sure, honey. She's like, thanks, bitch. That's what these people are. They've been sacrificing people, splitting their soul, stepping in as a spiritual identity, casting the illusion that they are the sacrifice. They're losing their freedom. You own them. The truth is exposed. You're done helping them. Block and bless. F right the F off. You're tapped into the flow of the universe. You're part of the circle. You are necessary here. I don't know what these people's plans are. All I know is what has happened. Many divine true apples were framed or married and then replaced with a fake apple for money. Employed by the devil to balance the scales of the upper and the lower. By unaliving people, by marrying them and then unaliving them. There's some folks up there. One of them said, you know what I hate? I hate my kids. These men are up there procreating and they hate their own children. But they're so monotone. They're lifeless. They don't have a heartbeat. It's like they speak with a very monotone. It's a big voice. It's very hypnotic. It's very commanding. It's like these guys are excellent when it comes to driving minds using this weird frequency and monotone type of a speech pattern. They don't like us because we have a heartbeat. Do. We have emotion. We peak and we valley. They say that that's weakness. And for 6,000 years, I guess everybody's agreed. So we've got the Two of Swords here. Somebody's in a stalemate. They're at a crossroads. There's a cool noun for the shadow. They're losing their light. They're losing the beings that have the sun in them. God stated that this is the end of their relationship with batteries. They are losing their source connection and those people who have it. This is divine intervention in the secret garden. These of the shadow will be made silent. You're getting a new beginning. Somebody misses you. Your balance. It didn't have to be violent to be over, but it is. We've got at some point a vanishing point, and currently you are between worlds. We're closing the cycle of those who are happily single, getting marriage contracts, or pretending like they wanted to just so that they could have a reckless sex encounter, tap into that rainbow covenant, that chakra, and then drain with their little charging unit, their phallus, their wand, plug in, and then drain the value of your rainbow chakra and all of that energy. And then afterward, they break your heart to shatter your heart so that their nasty bitch can step in as you, or so that they can step in as you in the upper dimensional space, wearing your identity. You're restoring balance in the secret garden. There's a bunch of fellas saying that there's significant changes happening. All of them are for the better. And you've got these nasties who have been dominating everybody for so long who want back in. They're still in communication with some of these other men who they're approving of the changes, but they're still friends with the pirates and in communication. Which means there's potential for Judas. Somebody is not able to balance their emotions. You're closing the cycle of them feeding on you. We had a page, or somebody who sounded like a page, in a courtroom, and I heard him say, but it worked. Trapping the divine feminines who are in temperance and then casting all of their sin onto them, forcing them to wear it, forcing them to be trapped here, flipping their rainbows and stealing their chariot, using them sexually and then discarding them after they have harvested the value of their covenant and then stolen their spiritual identity. They've spiritually assassinate people after they F them and then steal their identity and spend their spiritual inheritance, commanding the authority that they are having there. It's about to backfire. Plans have failed. Backlash, counteraction, karma. They can't balance their emotions. They did not get sudden well. You're receiving a gift because you are restoring balance in the garden, the secret garden. These people need to take a step back, withdraw and evaluate, reflect, gain a new perspective, take a pause, light a candle. It's not going well in this power struggle between the ego and the heart. We've got these people with deluded attachments are not able to get up. They're not the divine flower, and they are in the middle of a storm. They're in the middle of a storm caused by the mystical cat. Warding off evil. So spiritual baths aren't working for them. They can't wash it off. Whatever they drummed up from the shadows, it's not coming off. There is no honor in this ending for them. Now is a good time to just block off everybody. You got folks out there, you know, pretending to be Jesus, coming in, talking to impressionable young women in their dreams and stuff, and they're crying and they're freaking out, and there's all this intimate encounters and stuff happening, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? You guys are nasty. That's the message.